So I think like in terms of just like having a healthy working relationship is acknowledging that the people working for you have lives outside of your office. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video. Thank you so much for like being with us. I think we've done about like 6 or 7 episodes now. We're gonna talk about the same thing, basically, still business, because it's what I love and I hope it's what you love also. But today we're just gonna do a little bit of a twist. We actually gathered some of the comments and like questions from our YouTube and our Facebook and Instagram, right? And all these other platforms to sort of just like interact with me and ask me questions. So today we're gonna read them out. I don't know what the questions are, so I'm just gonna be like answering whatever comes to my mind and just really just like be as raw and as like natural as I can. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today, and if ever you still want to converse with me, as you know, comment down below. But before that, we'll get started.
Should I pick a niche for my agency? Why and why not?
If it's a digital marketing agency, or actually I think for any business, that my answer would be yes. You would have to like niche down on what it is that you really like sort of like excel in. But at the same time, with my personal experience, as much as it's easy to say it, it's also a bit tricky because, you know, sometimes especially in terms of like agency, when you get a client and you say like, oh, let's say your niche is food, and then someone comes in like real estate, you can't just be like, I'm not gonna accept you because you're not in my niche market, you know. So there's also really that balance. Personally, for my agency, which is Boombox Media, we try to work with as many as we can first and just like over deliver in every project and every like industry, and then at the end of it, after we give it our best, we kind of decide if we still want to work with the same like industry again. So I think that's how you kind of pick eventually like what industry you want to like niche in. Unless of course you already have the talent and you're born with it, like Justin Bieber and all these other like, you know, like talents in the world that is so obvious already what your talents are. Then if you're not sure yet, just try everything. Like try everything for as long as you can, and then pick what you really like and then master it so that it becomes like a passion already. I read from, I think, Tom Bilyeu, I don't know how you pronounce his name, you can search him on Instagram, where he's in one of his books, he said like, in order to find your passion, you actually have to figure out what it is you really want and then master it. It becomes passion. You don't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm passionate about this. Like it comes in practice also. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
How do you choose a remote team, and what are the qualifications I should look for my own team?
Well, did he say what industry he's in?
No.
Well, we have a problem. But I'm just gonna assume it's for digital marketing or like in the advertising realm, because that's what I'm talking about. But choosing a remote team, I think for me, like no one ever prepared for a remote setup in the Philippines. Like we all had to adjust to like the work from home setup because of COVID. It really has a lot to do with like communication. Even me as like a business owner, if you're not in the office, there's a bit of like laziness that comes in because, you know, you're just in your house. Especially if you have like an office setup at home, it's still a house. So if you talk about like remote work, you have to make sure you're disciplined enough to be like on top of everyone, because it's already hard to like manage people in the office. How much more if it's like, you know, remote. So make sure your communication is really, really good. Currently with my team, we use Ring Central because it's free. Also Trello, we use it a lot, and of course WhatsApp. I think instant messaging comes a long way because it's easier to share files, and it just keeps everyone on loop. And what was the second question?
What are the qualifications I should look for?
Again, it depends on what you're hiring for. I think that's a very, did he say what he's hiring for? Well, it would depend on what you're looking for, basically. So I guess I'll just share, like the past 3 positions that I was looking for was web developer, a social media manager, and like a copywriter. Of course, each role has like different qualifications, you know, but for the social media manager, I always look at like their, what do you call it, knowledge in all these current platforms, because that's really the most crucial. Like even if the best marketer in the world, let's say in terms of creativity, but he's not completely aware of the platforms that's trending right now, like Kumu and TikTok, it's gonna be difficult. Like you kind of have to adjust with the trend. The web dev, because we're a digital marketing agency, when I look for web guys, I make sure also that they understand how to market and how to sort of like link the websites that they make to social media marketing. And then copywriter, this is a very interesting one. I actually just hired a copywriter from Belgium. She's like French Filipino, and they're not cheap. But at the same time, you can also see the quality in professional copywriting. Like once you see it, you can tell the difference. So yeah, those are the three qualities, or the three things that I hired for recently, and the qualities that I looked at.
Can you share your morning routine? How do you prepare yourself every morning?
I don't have a routine, to be honest. I want to be an imposter and say I do, but honestly, I don't. I feel like the last time I had a routine was college. After that, I've done business, so I'd never really had a routine. What I did this morning though, because this morning I actually woke up on the right side of the bed, I got a book. So pretentious. I don't always do it. I swear to God. Like it's just I swear, I'm not even joking. This morning I woke up, I opened my blinds, the sunrise was amazing. I got a book, and then I had oatmeal for breakfast and Ovaltine. Very healthy. I had hot dog right there, but I chose oatmeal. Damn, guys. But that's not my routine, I'm telling you guys. It's not. Like, it's just this morning I felt nice. But yeah, this book though, I would share is by John Maxwell, I think. It's entitled Intentional Living. I really recommend it, even for you people if you want to read it. Because I think the past 5 months, I've just been consuming Russell Brunson. It's all sales, business, marketing, profit, and everything. And then I read this book. I think he's a pastor. Basta he's a religious person. And it talks about your purpose in life that's not exactly related to business. So that was a nice routine this morning. I should probably keep that. I'll see tomorrow. I don't know, man. Sometimes I really just wake up an hour and go over my phone. To be honest, I'm a human being. I don't wake up at 4 a.m. and work out. Fuck that shit. Maybe I do it once a year. But yeah, that was my morning routine today.
So in your videos, I noticed that you're close with your employees. How did you manage to have a healthy workspace with them?
Should I flip the camera and then ask them? Because there's 3 of them right there.
No, you should answer.
Is it healthy though?
Healthy workspace.
Is it healthy though?
Yeah.
Basig magtubag-tubag ko na yun. Toxic din kay. Yeah, I think in terms of healthy working environment, I also acknowledge that the people working around me, for me, or even to be blunt, under me, they also have lives. This isn't a machine or a robot. These people also have lives outside the workplace. And there's a reason why they're working, whether it's financial or just have something to do or they want to pursue a passion. It just so happens that the universe sort of brought all of you together, but it doesn't mean, it's not family banga, it's familiar. You're kind of your dad is your dad forever. In a business, you do have secondary family, but you can't expect these people to stick around forever, especially if you treat them like shit. So I think in terms of just having a healthy working relationship is acknowledging that people working for you have lives outside of your office, and they have different purposes, different intentions in life. It's not always for your business. Maybe they're there, to be honest, maybe they're here because they need the money first or they need the experience first. I wouldn't know that, but at the end of the day, as long as it's healthy for everyone, you're not waking up and you hate your job and you hate your boss or you hate your seatmate in the office. As long as it's not like that, then I would say it's healthy. There's even a point wherein, of course, money, given ng money, we all want that financial freedom. But I think a lot of it also, especially in the Philippines, where the minimum wage for 8 hours is 400 pesos. And one ramen is 400 pesos. What? You have to work 8 hours to get one good ramen. What the fuck is that? Right? Holy shit, it's so bad, just attacking that. It's really hard to keep people, and the healthiness of the environment is how you treat the people around you. If you're a shit person, then you're gonna get shit later on. So yeah, kindness, happiness. It's Gary Vaynerchuk, but I'm not copying him. It's just, it is what it is. Be kind to one another. Okay.
Do you also have a love-hate relationship with influencers, or are you normal?
also. So I guess that this Liza also has had a bad love-hate relationship. Love-hate relationship with influencers. Yes and a no, maybe. Love-hate, yeah, there really is. I think there really is, because of course, like, we've been working with influencers, micro and macro alike, even celebrities like C, B, A-list, for the past 3 years, and my experience is really, it varies with every influencer. There are some people, can we just not use the word influencer? Okay, fine, they're influencers anyway. There are some of them that are easy to deal with, and they're not like arte or demanding. Those type of people, we, as much as possible, we want to work with them, but then at the same time, maybe it also, I guess, like, it depends on what the current state of that influencer is also. If I'm just trying to like fill their shoes, or maybe like empathize with them, maybe their response to a certain project or collaboration also depends on what their current mood is or their current state is. I've literally encountered like the same person with, let's say, a big project would be so demanding, but then for smaller projects would be so accommodating. It really depends on what they like, what their mood is, or whatever they're trying to accomplish. Yeah, so yeah, love-hate relationship with influencers is always there. Yeah, anything else? Give it to me, I need more questions. So yeah, thank you guys. To everyone who asked questions, I think there were like, how many? 7, 6, 5, 4? Around 5 questions. Thank you so much for like interacting with me, and I hope I see more and more of you. And if you ever want to just like chat, just message me on my social media pages. I'd love to hear about your business as well, and hopefully someday I get to ask you stuff about your business. If you're ever in Cebu, like, we can always just like meet for coffee or whatever. But yeah, this has been another episode of my channel, How You Doin'? And as usual, in the next episodes, we're gonna talk about business and how to do business in the Philippines, and just like experiences. This isn't like a academy wherein, you know, you have shit to follow and bulletproof. It's not like that. It's really more of just like actual experiences and hardships and stories to share, basically. So if you guys wanna keep on interacting or have questions, just comment down below. And if you wanna follow me on all my other social media platforms, link will be here. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Oh guys, by the way, before I forget, please do click on the notification bell so that you get real-time updates from me next time I upload a video, and keep you guys updated. I'm gonna be posting like content as consistently as I can, so hit that bell somewhere in this video. I'll see you guys soon.